Russell promptly turned around and said, "Not so fast, my friend," and Lee Corso style, and showed him he used to be a big time track star, high jumper, sprinter, and everything else. Big ups to Bill Russell for letting people understand that basketball wasn't the only thing the brothers did back in the day, man. This led off a low-key debate about greatest athletes of all time. I'm not going to get into that debate because that's really an opinion-based thing, but I do want this. What made me bring this up is this. This music is too damn loud. What made me bring this up is this. People act as if, for years, this isn't just now. I usually blame this on ESPN, but this has been going on for decades, even before ESPN was a thing to watch. People act as if Oscar Robertson and Bill Russell and a dude by the name of Billy Cunningham, a.k.a. the Kangaroo Kid. They didn't call him the Kangaroo Kid because he had real short arms and hopped around because he had hops. And other guys, Connie Hawkins and other guys, didn't have them springs, man. Let's stop it with that. Look, your man is a big-time LeBron James fan. I like facilitators. Y'all have heard me say it 1,000,001 times. I like facilitators. Paul Pressey, Scottie Pippen, Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas, Kevin Johnson, so forth and so on. If you can get your whole team involved, your man HRap gonna be a fan. But let's not act like the Dr. Mike, Dominique Wilkins, Clyde Drexler started having springs, y'all. Let's not, man. Because this is how the man tricks us, man. They bamboozle us with this. Because I remember a time when being flashy was frowned upon. Pistol Pete Maravich, Nate Archibald, Isaiah Thomas, Magic Johnson. That type of basketball was frowned upon. And from my understanding, via the great Isaiah Thomas, it was called alley ball. So when you assume that Oscar Robertson didn't have hops, and then you look at the footage and him going up for a rebound and almost busting his head on the bottom of the backboard, and you can see how the great Bill Russell and these others used to zip up and down the court because it's black and white and because it was a 50-50 league back then, half brothers, half others. You thinking, man, they ain't had that much, they didn't have that much athletic ability. Wrong again. And I should have hit him with the real wrong, but I'm going to hit you with that a little later. But the thing is, it was frowned upon because, look, we live in a country in which anytime you can't keep up, whatever I can't keep up with you in, I frown upon it. And that's just not the white community that does that. Our community does it too. If you different, people looking for uniformity and conformity instead of unity. But this is what we have to realize. When you got people like Dave Winfield getting drafted by Minnesota Twins, I think it was the Minnesota Twins, San Diego Padres, I'm sorry. He's from Minnesota. San Diego Padres, drafted in the ABA and drafted in NFL. That's some superior athletic ability. When you got people like Chuck Connor playing for the Cubs and the Celtics, that's some superior athletic ability. When you have people like Bob Gibson, arguably the greatest pitcher in the modern era, playing with the Harlem Globetrotters in the winter, you cannot just be another clown out here participating. He wasn't running up and down the court just doing layups. You have to be athletically inclined. I haven't even mentioned the great Wilt Chamberlain and others. So please understand, just because I've never showed you athletic ability does not mean I didn't have it. We are looking at a country again in which you are discriminated against when you use your athletic ability. It was a quote-unquote lazy way of playing. All you have to do is look at the movie about the very first all-black team that won the NCAA tournament. The late, great, I think it was Clem Haskins, I think. They had to ask him, look, you got to let us play our style of basketball. Once he started doing that, it was over. That was UTEP. University of Texas, El Paso. Watch that movie. You'll see, I think it's called Glory Road. When you watch that movie, you'll realize that due to the way the world was shaped at that point, you couldn't use all your athletic ability. You couldn't use all your creativity. And that's why people like Oscar Robertson and Dave Biggs and Sam Jones and those guys didn't look the way these athletes look now. I understand that they keep pumping into your head bigger, stronger, faster. But because you're bigger and because you're stronger and because you're faster does not mean you are always more athletic. You just may, instead of having a 45-inch vertical or a 44-inch vertical, maybe I had a 40-inch vertical. But are you willing to tell me it's a gigantic difference? No, you're not. So, big ups to the brothers back in the day. Big ups for Kendrick Perkins for standing down. And big ups for Bill Russell for letting these young street punks understand it's going down. And we the banged on y'all too. Now, with that being said, this leads me into a sad situation. Okay, it's a mixed bag for you, man, right here, man. I don't understand it. Talladega Sportsway. I'm a northern, or as the southern people call them, a Yankee. Well, I'm a brother. Fuck all that Yankee shit. But, this Talladega thing with this Confederate flag thing has me on I don't know. I only want to say I'm on the fence. But look, the dude Bubba Wallace, he a brother, man. So you got to side with the bros, man. But I don't give a damn about NASCAR, man. I mean, I'm supporting the brother Bubba, man. I don't want no disrespect. I don't want no harm to him. And I think we need to send a deck up if any harm comes to him. But if it's one of those things, man, I don't give a damn about that damn NASCAR thing. And you know what, man? At the end of the day, I don't give a damn about that fucking flag either. Fuck them and their flag. That's a representative of a loser. I need them to fly them flag. So I know not to fuck with you. And then, you know, it's amazing. Like I mentioned last week, you want to love Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, and LeBron James, but you want to hate the rest of us. How about this, man? Don't like none of us if you don't like one of us. You know what I mean? I ain't asking for no friends no more. Yeah, you know, I respect Bubba Wallace, man. I hope we go down there and win every race. But the only thing that bothers me is these coward-ass racists putting these nooses in this thing. You know, what type of old punk-ass threat is that? Walk up on that man and put your dukes up or something, man. But he'd probably beat the brakes off you then. You know, I'm sick of it, man. You know, this whole racial thing. You know, in order to get things squared away, you got to sneak and put a noose there. Like, I'm going to kill you. No, you not, because you're sneaking around. You're goose-stepping, man. You're goose-stepping. You ain't really trying to engage. You just out here trying to fake be tough and scare people. Bros ain't scaring that easy, man. Bros run around here buying guns, man. Move some of them west side, south side Chicago brothers down there to Talladega and fly them flags then. When they get flying them Vice Lord, Black Gangster, Crips and Blood flags. You know what I mean? But, you know, I'm joking with that. But it just, I'm just tired of the whole racist get down. And you know what, NASCAR people, man, I'm never going to watch traffic, no way. I wish Bubba Wallace the best. I think that's his name. And all you racists in the country, y'all can kiss my ass. And I hope y'all die and y'all sleep tonight. How about that? Next topic, man. Moving on. Because I'm tired of talking about racism. I see my man DJ Chuck said something. My man DJ Chuck's listening in, but why Bernard King name is never mentioned in those conversations. I'll tell you why I believe Bernard King and other greats don't do it. Because Chuck, this is my personal opinion in regards to sports today, sports media today. Sports media today is a joke. ESPN at this point is TMZ. All they do is talk about scuttlebutt and highlight the foolishness of the world. Period. They out here trying to make brothers look bad. Look, I understand. I'm not going to be one of these guys. You know, I love my community. And I'm not going to be the dude who not highlight if a brother do something wrong. If you do something wrong, I'm going to call you dumb. I'm going to call you dumb. I'm going to say, hey, man, you shouldn't have did that. And then I'm going to move forward. But ESPN, they just trying to stir the pot to get people to listen. they'll never bring up those dudes of the past, Chuck, because as in that clip I played before the show, they're too busy telling you who's playing right now and how he's an all-time great. You've never seen Steph Curry before. Yes, I have. His name was Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. You've never seen Kevin Durant before. Yes, I have. His name is Bob McAdoo. I've seen this before. 6'10", 6'11" guys shooting from distance, killing it off the dribble, killing it in the post. There wasn't no three-point line for most of Bob McAdoo's career. But when you look at Bob McAdoo play and you look at Kevin Durant play, that's what you see. When you see my man Mahmoud, he is a more athletic Steph Curry. And just because Steph Curry takes a whole lot of bad shots and hits a lot of them does not mean he's the greatest shooter ever. Because the greatest shooter ever shoots the ball and hits it when things are on the line. And I'm sorry, my man Steph, you are nice. But it's a bunch of point guards. So they categorize you as a point guard. There is at least a half a dozen point guards, maybe even 12, that I will pick in front of you. You great, and you a Hall of Famer. I enjoy every second you watch it. And if anybody has listened to my show before today, you'll understand that I have said repeatedly, Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors saved basketball, if you ask me. They made it cool to play team basketball, so that's why I like them. But all this, who's ever playing right now is the greatest of all time. You can, to me, y'all heard me say this before, you can only be the greatest of your era. Because, like I said, you got sports medicine, science, workout regimens, and things like that that'll make you better. And the money is better, so you have more time to invest in your craft. If you people are, well, these guys didn't do it the way such and such did it. Well, you know what? When you had to get a job in the damn summer, exactly, my man Jungle Brother throw another great name up there. But when you have to get a job in the summer, it's hard to get your game sweet like that. When Isaiah Thomas, one of the greatest ball players ever, came into the league making $300,000 a year, you know, that's awesome money. But just let's not forget, when you making that type of money, you expect it to help your family members out as well. Is he gonna take care of his entire family? But he's gonna take care of his mama. But you know, you're gonna do some living. So let's not act as if everybody has been making $25-30 million. I can't think of the dude's name. I can't think of his name right now. But when I think of his name, I'll say his name. I remember him playing. Oh, Craig Hodges, the great Craig Hodges, Chicago Long. Craig Hodges said when he first got the league, he was making $50,000 a year. $50,000 a year. So let's not get fooled with the nonsensical conversation of back in the day they wasn't this. Well, back in the day, motherfucker had to get a job, man. Motherfucker had to do it. From it's urban legend here in Chicago, Tim Hardaway's father made the Bulls, but they didn't offer him enough money to leave his job. So, exactly. My man Jungle Brother RC just dropped 2 gems in there. But you ain't about to leave your kids. Why would you leave your kids and travel around the country for $40,000 a year and you can make 33 right here at the crib, and your son ain't gang banging and your daughter ain't getting into all type of nonsense as well? So, you know, it sound good. The NBA dream, yeah, man. I know of a person who used to play for the San Antonio Spurs and said nah and took a job. So, hey, well, you know, it's easy to say who is and who isn't better. You can only dominate your era. And the brothers that dominate their era, big ups to them. But I'm not about to take a dump on, oh, man, they wasn't good enough. Because to me, this is one dude's opinion. To me, these dudes today can't hoop. They just can run and jump they can jump higher than the motherfucker. They can run real fast. But a bunch of basketball rereads. That's all I'm saying. I no longer love basketball. I just like basketball. I no longer love it. I like it because as BB King almost said, the skill is gone. Now, my man Jungle Brother said George McGinnis. My man RC said the Iceman, George Gervin. 2 Georges. People don't talk about World Free. People don't talk about a lot of these guys, man. Downtown Freddie Brown. I know Chief Rocker gonna say that. But people don't talk about these guys because ESPN is focused on now. And when you focused on now, you cannot have people looking back. And when they looking back, then they understand that you just playing. That's why I need y'all to tell a friend to tune in to Built for This Network so you know what? Excuse me. No disrespect to my brothers here. Tell a friend to tune in to Black Spreaker.